Hello, good night. Welcome back to the kids. welcome. I trust that you are doing well. You can let me know where you're joining me from if you're seeing me for the first time. I'm Casey. I do inspirational lessons and I also speak about my weight loss journey. Give me 1 minute. Hi, VC. Ah, welcome. How are you? You're sad. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to wing it tonight. I don't have any pen. I have my book, but I don't have any pen. I don't have anything to write or to record anything. But I thank you so much for stopping by. Most of the time I just put it up like so in a bun. I have so much option with this hairstyle, yeah. I love the color. I'm getting used to the color, that is it. I'm getting used to the color. But I think it suits me. So I thank my hairstylist for doing this lovely work for me. What I do in the daytime is to put some moves on it for it to not tangle up and to maintain the curves. Yeah? So yeah, how are you? Me no see. My gosh. I guess the others will be popping in very soon. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you. When you come on in, please remember to double tap the screen to like the live if you're seeing me for the first time. I'm Casey. I do inspirational lessons and I'm posting from the beautiful Caribbean of Jamaica. You can let me know where you're joining me from and if you are also a content creator. Alright, so double tap the screen to like the live for me, please, and thank you. Double tap. And okay, yes, thank you, VC, thank you. For all the massive who are European, remember to double tap the screen to like the live. Double tap if you're seeing me for the first time. I'm KC. I do inspirational lessons, so it's from the beautiful Caribbean of Jamaica. You can let me know where you're joining me from. And if you are a content creator, you just drop it in the chat. Alright? So while I wait on the others to drop their comments and to join, you can let me know how you're doing today. How was your day? How was your week? Not that. How was the week for you? I have something to share, but I'll share it later in my life. Last week I was not available. I was told that, persons came by to see me, but little did I know that I would have that, massive. But I thank you always for your time. I thank you for your engagement and the support. So I could not have not come tonight, even though I was thinking of not coming. And this is something that I want to share, that words are really power, and you don't underestimate the power of persons in your life, near and far, especially because for me, it was someone who is far away from me who motivated me to come on live tonight. Yeah? So that is something, and he left a word just not too long ago. Was said, God, what is it that Terry said again? I should have wrote that down, and then we said no. It just come back to me like me not to write it down. This is something that is going to stick in my head forever because it is simple but profound. So I thank you so much. I told him that already. I thank you so much, Terry, for your words of wisdom and encouragement. And I pray that the Lord strengthen your family as you go through your situation as well. So thank you all who are in the live. Please remember to double tap the screen to like the live. Double tap, double tap. How are you guys doing? The other day I came on live. I did an impromptu live, which is my first live, and funny enough, that's the live I got the most views on. Can you believe it? The live that I did not want to do is the live I got the most views on. And it just wow me. Because sometimes you may be thinking that you're not capable of doing something because you're not prepared to do it for whatever reason, and you're getting all the anxiety attack now, or all the negativity coming at you, that's for you not to do it. But once you make that faith, like that leap of faith, to go on and to just do it, whatever the result is, you're going to accept it and you're going to move on with it. So that was my outcome for my live on Wednesday. I saw a lot of persons even thinking now that when I'm home I could go live in the daytime, because persons, depending on where you're at, they would be more likely to come on at that time. Yeah, so let me know. You guys said you love my nails. Let me know if you love my nails. At that time I did not do my hair. I did my hair. Let me know if you love the ear as well. So yeah, that's just my little tea time. So if you're joining me for the first time, please remember to share in the comments where you're joining me from. And if you're a content creator, you can let me know as well. And just to share how was your day. I know that a few persons are celebrating their birthday anniversary. You can let me know. I know that a few persons would have celebrated their birthday this month. Joan won, and today is Julia's anniversary. So big up yourself, Julia. I know that. Yeah, enjoy yourself. I saw her this morning on her live, wishing you many more happy anniversary to come. God's richest blessing on your union as well. So yeah, and Joan stated that she enjoyed her birthday by doing something very simple. And that's the beautiful thing about life, the happiness and joy does not come with the quantity of things. It gives more with quality. So you may have one person and the person is genuinely showing you support, and that's enough. So I just say this to say that though a lot of us may have the birthday celebration by going out, having birthday songs and cake and drinks and vacation, whatever it may be, there are some persons who really appreciate the simpler things. I was sharing with Joan, what she did was to cook some nice fish and vegetables and sit with her cat and take a walk. She called it a day, and what she did too was to support other content creators by watching their videos. So I have a friend that does that as well, do something meaningful on his birthday by going out and donating blood. So that is something that, persons, if you don't know what you can do something that is impactful to others. So if you're joining me, I see that 6 persons are in the live. If you're joining me for the first time, please remember to double tap the screen to like the live. I do not see persons who like the live, nor see persons who are on the live. So if you're on the live, it is very free for you to double tap the screen to like the live. You don't have to comment, but you can just double tap or click the thumbs up button to like the live. I really appreciate that. Alright, so where do we go from here? I'm not seeing, let me see if there's anything in the comment section. So if you're seeing me looking this way, I am viewing chat from another device. I don't know if anyone here who does live experience this as well. When you are here for a certain time, the live tends to freeze. So that's what happened on my phone at times. So I have to use two devices. So yeah, let me know how was your week. Let me know how you're doing. As I said, words are powerful because I wasn't feeling so jovial. And I know that sometimes we all go through these things, and as I said, Terry, I know maybe you come over here, it's different when you talk, like text someone, and to hear someone's voice, it's so different. And I know that, him hearing my voice, he'll understand and appreciate it more, but he also understands and appreciates via text. But I'm saying to myself that sometimes people are going through some stuff. It is not that you don't have persons to talk to. Yes, you may have persons to talk to, but at the same time, you may not want to burden persons with your situation. So you just go through the process. Just go through the process and allow God's will to be done. But going through the process sometimes can be so depressing. It can be so heartrending. It can be devastating. It can be a moment of withdrawal. However you look at it. But then when you hear a voice that makes a difference. If you hear that his voice makes a difference, that's the Lord's voice. But the Lord really do speak through people. So if it is that, I don't know, I was never at all thinking about, reviving like this, even though it should be a happy moment, but it is not one that you just automatically just boom and get out in there. But I heard them and I'm here thinking to myself, how this? Because I heard Terry speaking on his live, and I wasn't even going to join any live. I was just scrolling and I heard him speaking, and he was talking about his family situation. And then the mind and something came to me to say that, sometimes you may think that you're going through something dire, but there are other persons who are going through way worse than you, and they are, living. So why is it that, and you're not in control? So the word that Terry gave is to remind me that God is my seatbelt, and period. He explained to say that, or expounded, to say that when, it's not the in thing back then, for especially male to speak, I don't want to get emotional, it's not the in thing for male to say that they believe in Christ and they are, walking the path with Christ. And similarly, it was never the in thing for persons to go to drive and to put on them seatbelts and all. I always feel it's cool to, and I'm just going, and when I see police I come and draw the seatbelt or put it over so and then you just pull it back. Yeah? For your convenience. And it's cool. So it's the same thing, but when you know that protection comes from the seatbelt, growing up understanding more about your life and stuff, you want to wear a seatbelt and even look out for persons who are coming in your vehicle to put on their seatbelt, right? And even persons at the back to put on their seatbelt. It's the same thing with Christ. You're looking out, you're telling people, other persons who are coming in your life, about Christ. What a profound word. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I never ever thought of it like that. I see someone, Janice Bays. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you so much for stopping by. I know that persons are probably doing other stuff. Today is a weekend, a Saturday night, so many activities happening, and sometimes they are a bit late. So a delay and wait for them while I continue with my just talk until they come in. Yeah. So yeah, Thank you so much for Yaman. Okay, that's what you're saying. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I have to drink up my water. And so the other day you guys saw me in the light, live and direct. Yeah, I don't think that the lighting at the night time is, you know, is like the lighting at the daytime. So yeah. Anyways, so that's my little tea time. You can let me know. I'm not seeing the chat. I don't know if persons are here and then they're not speaking. They're not vibing tonight. But I'm not seeing anything in the chat. No chatting is going on. So I'll just wait on and see if I'll get some response from the chat. You did it. Okay, great, 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 great. Alright. And I know that I have some silent listeners as well. I thank you guys for stopping by. I thank you for your support. I thank you for spending the time to hear my voice. And as I said, a voice that makes a difference. Sometimes you may be going through some things and you hear a voice and yeah, the voice just change your whole entire mood. So yeah. But yeah, mercy. I saw it today too, VC. It is booming. Is that's our booming? It's a boom. Man, it's hard to keep up. It's hard, and I see that they are following another one as well. So you know, you just keep going, being consistent. Very soon you'll be the Jamaican girl. I don't know the Jamaican girl what they talk about the different places and all of that. Yeah, man. Yeah, she have a YouTube channel too, you know. Let me send you a link. That's what's gonna happen. So yeah, just keep on going, keep going. I don't really get that joy from going there though. Me go there, go listen to people business, to laugh, for entertainment per se. I go there for entertainment, but I mean, yeah. And I even see that your followers grow, like the numbers, followers, yeah, grow. Yes, the second year is, yeah, yeah. Eh, like numbers them just a fly so like when I go and go back, like the comments, I see one of them have 100 and something comments, yeah. And when you go back, it go up. I'm gonna say, whoa, this thing, the algorithm over there is different, so different. And you're right, that keep you active because you want persons to really understand what you do and you want to engage with them and all of that. So you have to each time, I don't know about you, but sometimes I don't like to hear my phone ring. I don't like to hear no notification or anything. I just want stillness. So for you to be engaging like that and going on, it's a wow, that is something. Me can't tell us I'm never keep up. Even this, sometimes I don't even want to come on YouTube. But yeah, it's encouraging though. I'm really funny. Yes, it seems like people love being involved. The interaction is good. Yes, sometimes I don't want to hear it either. Yeah. Them love. I find that too. Hi Barry, thank you so much for the thumbs up. Thank you, Barry. How are you doing, Barry? How are you? I can't say how is the weather in your country, and I know how is the heat. Everybody I feel the heat. The heat is up. The heat is up. Yeah, but thank you, Barry. I know that when Barry comes in the live, it's an automatic thumbs up for Barry. You know, some people they will sit down behind the screen and I listen to your voice and all of that, and I find it so hard to double tap the screen to like the live, or even to press the button to like the live. You don't have to comment, you know, because some people them really don't like that. But just for the support, you sit and you listen to the person for the entire time, and you find it so hard to like the live. And I heard Terry talking about it too, that some of them do it for purpose, because if you're a content creator, you know that it is important for you to give someone a like. And even if you can't something there, right, you can put emojis. But some persons, they even watch your videos and they don't do the like. But it's good that you watch though, because it supports the channel. But yeah, but I thank you so much, Barry. Thank you for your support. I know that that's something that you do well. Yeah, I am doing great. I am doing well. I am doing well by giving God thanks for His grace and His mercy. And that's another word I got from Mr. Create himself, that sometimes we forget to extend grace to others, though, and we want it. Look at our life. There are so many times we do things that are not pleasing unto God, and we go to Him and we ask Him for forgiveness. Sometimes we don't even go to Him to ask Him for forgiveness. But if God was supposed to think like how mankind think, if you do me something hurtful, me just cut you off. And that is not it. Me just, I can't bother with the drama, I cut you off. But can you imagine God just cut you off to say, boy, can you say, I'm tired of you now, boom, and cut you off. What kind of life that would be? I mean, but the spirit of free will is what He gives us. And I am learning to exercise more grace as I go. Alright, so Barry is doing well, VC is doing well. Anyone else in the chat want to share how they are doing? Anyone else in the chat listening? If you're listening only, please remember to double tap the screen to like the live. Double tap the screen to like the live. Alright, so I completed my episode, even that too, because I had a series titled New Believers Basic, and it was so tedious to complete that series. And then I was motivated by Wisdom Sparks. Girl, big up yourself. Wisdom Sparks always support me. You may not see her on the live, but I know she comes back and she watch my playlist and watch my videos. And that's the next thing for persons who are here, that the watch time is so difficult to accomplish. It's important for you to support each other. You support whatever you give, that's what you receive. It may not be from the persons who you want to receive it from, but do good. The wise word, do good, and good will follow you. So yeah, Wisdom Sparks, she has another channel that she watched all my videos on, and she was doing, I saw that she did her thing, her I think it's a podcast or a series. And I said to myself, I'm not have to sit down and not show my face. Like, Wisdom does not show her face. Yeah, she's a faceless person. And she's doing it. So yeah, you show your face. Even on her live, she doesn't show her face. So I'm here, I'm showing my face, and I said that it's a creative way to do my long form, to start the video showing my face and then to put the other parts to it, which I did, and I completed it. So yeah, so you can check out the series New Believers Basic. I am going to create a playlist for that series, so you can just watch it. But yeah, I'm seeing 6 persons in the chat. 6 persons in the chat. Please remember to double tap the screen to like the live. Double tap to like the live. You ever think about some people and the moment you think about them, then pop up? Like they just pop up on your screen, or you hear them voice or something. Anyone ever experienced that? Anyone? Like I was thinking about that girl there. See her name, not even not coming on the mouth now. Also ravishing. I thought of her the other day. I said, whoa, long time I don't see also ravishing. And then we see also ravishing pop up on my screen. I watched her video and stuff and she was okay. What's your hi bird? Thank you so much for stopping by. How are you doing, birdie? How are you? Are you watching me? How are you there behind the screen and not talk to me? Yes, I have eyes behind the screen. Yeah. I have that eye behind the screen, bird. How are you doing, my dear? It's been a while. How have you been? Bird, my motivation friend Birdie. Always come with something encouraging, some compliments or something. That's Mr. Bird. Yeah? Alright, so I'm almost at the 30 minutes time. Almost at the 30 minutes. Yes, I was asking if sometimes you're there and you have persons who you haven't seen for a while. Is it that you get that same reaction that of them coming on, like in your conversation or just popping up on your screen or something for you to just reach out? And there are lots of times two persons come in your mind and you just forget to reach out, and then boop, something happened and you'll be like, oh my gosh, it's just the other day I thought of that person and I was gonna. Here I was gonna, but you didn't. So if anybody comes to your mind that you haven't seen in a while, please reach out to them. You don't know why they came to your mind. So reach out by sending them a text, however you want to reach out. But just reach out. Okay? Alright, so yes, I was speaking about my series. I did the last series. I did the last episode, last week, and it's how the last episode was how to grow spiritually. I know that a lot of persons here, walking the walk sometimes can be so challenging, and I trust that you would have listened to that video and you would have received some insight on how to grow spiritually. And persons grow in different ways. So my growth may not be your growth, and my process may not be your process. Okay? Alright, so so let me ask a question now. Well, I know some Jamaicans are here, and it's a Saturday. I know it is tradition for persons to cook soup on a Saturday. I don't know if anybody in here cook soup. You can tell me what kind of soup you cook. Even when the time hot. And funny enough, when you drink something hot in the heat, it cools it down, cools it down faster than drinking something cool. Have you ever heard of that? Drinking something cool, something hot, like soup or tea in the this temperature, it cools down the body. Yeah, and when you're hot as well, you do not use the fan. Sometimes you go to church, your time hot and you have fan yourself, it does not cool you down. So yeah, if anyone here knows of that, you can let me know if that's something that you would have heard growing up or observe in the past or whenever. Alright, so I will wait. I think I'm going to get some water. And that's the next thing too. Like recently, I have noticed that I am not eating as you would want to eat. I'm going to take more to eat anyway. The last time I was speaking about feeling bloated on Wednesday, not knowing what to eat as well. But then I realized that when I eat too much rice, I feel lethargic. I just feel out of it. So I stopped eating that, and I am feeling so different. I don't know if anyone here have experienced that as well. When you eat a certain food, it just weighs down your body. And I am not complaining about not eating. I appreciate my body, working how it's supposed to work. But man, I drink, and when I drink, I just go. So you can let me know. And then I realized that eating one time per day is sufficient as well. So my body is clocked that way to just eat one full meal, and I am fine for the day. Alright. Yeah, I do that. And protein. I try to have the protein as well in my diet. Barry, yeah, you're so right, because the other day, um, I said I was talking about it, how I felt. I just felt so bloated. And I said that I'm not going to eat any more rice and stuff. I have a pot of rice that I'm going to throw out to the dog. It's hard, but I said I can't deal with it. I can't eat off one pot of rice. So I had to go to the market, and yes, I got some fruits and vegetables. I prefer to have those if I feel a little bit peckish or hungry or whatever. I feel more fulfilled to eat, like, the ground provision and some callaloo or cabbage or pop choy, them something there, more than to eat the rice and whatever. I not feel, my body don't like that, and I am, as we said, me just super bloated when that happens. So I'm learning that about my body and just doing what is right for it. And sometimes when you feel like you're really hungry, sometimes you just need water. That's something I realized too. So me, you know, feeling that way at times, I drink more water. Yeah. So it's good in food, and as Barry would say, take care of your health. Your health is your wealth. And I don't believe in waiting on the appointed time to do that. Sometimes you put some things in place, like all our plans are not always aligned with God's will. But there are some things that we can do in the process. So for example, and faith without works is dead. You go back to that. So I can't be how I am now. I am young, and to be saying to myself, okay, I'm going to work for this period, and then when I go on retirement, I will have the luxury to go walk and to enjoy my freedom. No, I have to set some time for my health. I work 8 hours per day, and at least 1 or 2 hours for the day, or even for the week. I am going to put aside something for myself. I am going to maintain a good eating habit now. So I'm preparing myself for the future. And you can even look at it like with your parents and even our Father. He prepares us for the future. He equips us. So whatever we're going on or is going on in our life, is not in vain. He is preparing us. So it's the same thing. We can't wait until the appointed time and say, oh, it's similar to insurance and other factors in your life. You can't sit down and say, okay, when I'm this age, I am going to do this, or when I'm that, I'm going to. So you're waiting. There is no perfect time. Once you know the thing is something that is right or fitting to do, just go ahead and do it. That's right. Yes, and you find that a lot of persons, I was listening to someone today, and the person was speaking about the health system. And I know persons from different countries can share about their health system as well. I know that Jamaica is not the only country that experience, bad service in health. And he was saying that he had a simple procedure. Well, it's a wisdom tooth that he need to extract. And it was so bad. So the dentist recommended for him to go to the hospital. And when he went to the hospital, we had free healthcare in Jamaica. Yeah, free healthcare. So he was there thinking that, the process for registration was so quick, so he would get through fast, and that he's in pain and all of that. But my guy said he sit down and he wait until he couldn't wait anymore. The fact that he had some antibiotics, he just went home and took them. But the swelling and the pain did not go away. So he went back to the hospital. In going back to the hospital now, speaking to the nurse, stating that, that, like him I said, say, like, how should I say it now? Like, you that said to the nurse, say, my popular. You don't know my content. I ain't never seen my content yet. Something like that sort. But he was just explaining that if you don't take care of yourself, your status will not get you anywhere faster. So, care me could have be whatever with how many followers. We could have how much billion of dollars. If your health is not in order, then there isn't anybody out there is going to give you any first preference. And sometimes even when you get the first preference, there isn't anything more to save you. So he had to go through the procedure to sit down and to wait. No get no special treatment in money. Why have couldn't tip off nobody to say, say, me I give this or I call the doctor for me or whatever. Them way there? So he had to, and that taught him a lesson. So you maintain good proper oral hygiene. Wait until how much years to go to the dentist, because if you go to a dentist every 6 months or so, you would find out say, say this wisdom tooth need to go, and you would get it out. You understand? But for you to wait so long and for it to get infected, it really shows that you're probably not taking good care of your oral hygiene right there. So you just have to, pay the consequence there. And just remember that sometimes your money can't help you. And as far as your health is your wealth. So take care. Once you have life, you have education about it. You have persons here to come in the community, or otherwise speaking about it, you can take some advice from them and just apply it to your life. Yeah? I am dedicated subscriber. Show some. Alright, Birdie, thank you so much. I know you're always here supporting me. I will never forget Bird when I was on the verge of, hitting my 1,000 sub. I'll never forget you, Bird. Bird and Lady J and Joanne, they kept me going, man. They kept me. I'll never forget you guys. I'll never forget you. And I thank you so much, Bird, for taking the time after time to come and to engage with me. I don't take it for granted. You may hear me say, boy, Bird, you're more sweetie, man, or, however. But I do not take it for granted. I really appreciate your support. Okay, Bird? I thank you. Yeah, so I think it's easy to, let me see something right here. One moment, right? It's not easy. Some people always, life is not easy. It's not a bed of roses. And you can attest, there's always something to do. There's always something to fix or to attend to. There is always something going on. The exciting journey of life, that is. Always something going on. And it's just a process that we should just embrace and enjoy as we grow. I am learning that. Just speaking to myself. Just enjoy the process. Things may not go as you planned, but just enjoy the process. Just live. Live, 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 live. Yeah? For persons who are joining, please remember to double tap the screen to like the live. My silent listeners, I thank you so much for stopping by and listening to me. As I stated earlier, I do not know who is behind the screen, but at the very least, when you come, you may not want to comment, that's fine. But just double tap the screen to support this live. Thank you so much for doing that. Life isn't about you show some love and understanding. So we don't want to be on video. You have to give to share some of us now. Okay, you have video. Or yes, or to press. Alright, so it's yes, show love and understanding, right? So I'm reading it out loud to understand it more. So we don't want to be on video and you have the gift to share. Some of us can. Okay, so some persons don't have the gift of, coming on video. That's what you're saying. Right. Everybody know their strength. I was having a conversation today and the person said that I'm not going to be a fool or just to be naive about life or situations because yeah, I know my strength. I know that I'm never going to be able to do this. Yeah. So me now going to go and do it. And so you understand yourself, your strength and your weakness. You may know that it's not my thing to come and to talk on the live and all of that and to find things to talk about and to engage with others and all. That's fine. Everybody have them thing that they are good at. Bird, you are good at different things too that I may not be good at. And that's just life. We just have to accept it, that life, everybody have different talents. Everybody blessing is different. So you may be blessed at that age, bird, to do something. I may be blessed at a later time to do it. So it's just, and then another way of looking on life too, bird, that you're not going to know the outcome of something if you don't try. I was speaking about it earlier that I am one that tend to come on the live. I feel more freer when I talk on the live than to do my videos. Record a video and do it a face-to-face video. But then I'm not one to come and to say, okay, some persons that come on live and they just sit down and they read what is in the chat and then, build a little vibe and that. I am more of another way. So I write down the things that I want to speak about and I go through step by step. So if you're going to take me out of that line or that I am going to feel a little bit abnormal. But then I say, if me no know, and it so happened that me never come live last week, and I know that it's important for my watch time, and what better way to do it than to get distracted, But going on it in comes, I never even thought that I would be able to go through not knowing what to do, like just like you see other persons to watch the thing and read the comments and stuff. But then I was a little bit creative in it to say, alright, first I can do my nails and let them see and all of that. So I did that. So there are different ways, and then as I stated, that live gave me my most views. So doing something that I never even plan on doing, I feel uncomfortable doing it, like in my head. And I tell myself, say, I go stick to the schedule and just work with the thing as is. But trust me, certain things in life, bird, if you don't take the leap of faith, you're just going to stuck in that vacuum to say that I'm not that person, I can't do this, I have to do it this way, and life is not like that all the time. I go through that too because I have plans for my life and I set my goals and stuff. But then when things don't work out, what can you do? You're not in control of it. You just know that you do what you can do at the moment and just, rest it all in the hands of the Lord. So all the fear that I have, every fear, I don't want no fear in my spirit. Every fear what I have, me talking my way out of it. One by one, me I talk out my way. One by one, me yes, yes, yes. Alright, Cassie. Yes, that's what matters, my dear. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you, thank you, thank you for persons who are coming in for the first time. Please remember to double tap the screen to like the live. Hello, BMX. Thank you so much for stopping by. I thought you would have been here earlier. Yeah, but I thank you nonetheless for stopping by. Please remember to double tap the screen to like the live, and remember the assignment that you have to play out all the videos one by one. Okay, I thank you, thank you, thank you. How are you doing, BMX? Did you cook anything fancy today? You want to tell me about it? I am awaiting. But you have to say that. You couldn't just make a move with the thing. You just enough stuff. You just enough. Yeah. So I'm asking you, did you cook anything fancy today? And have you liked the live? Have you liked the live, my dear? Double tap. You know what to do. Yeah, thank you. I think you just did. Did you cook anything fancy today you want to share with us? So I'm so proud of you. I'm telling the world that I am so proud. Okay, I am so proud of my son who started his journey of, taking care of himself by cooking, and he has grown over the past few weeks so much that I am just proud of you. I tell you, already I'm telling you again, you can watch this video after this live and it is recorded, so whenever you feel in any way, you remember that mommy is so proud of you taking that little step to do things on your own. And I think that's the best way to learn, to do things on your own. So you getting the chicken, thinking about how to cook it, cutting it up, seasoning it, clean it up, seasoning it, and preparing a meal. I am just super proud of you, and I await your return to do something special for me. So you see, like when you have no money and all of them things there, yeah, you're kind of low. What do you call it now? You hype to, you see? Because when you have me like what mom, that's slim man, that's slim. So when you don't have when your money not, you can always think about something to prepare for me. Yeah, I would love that too. Just think about something nice when you're slim and prepare for me. Yes, I know you come about, so I'm proud of, yes, yeah. Because that's the same thing too I was speaking about, that sometimes in life we put ourselves in a vacuum, not knowing, because the reality is that you're not going to know your true potential unless you do the thing. So it's either a hit or a miss. So you do something on your own one time, one feeling, it's not for you to sit down and to be in that fail moment, but to try until you get it right. You may not get it right, like you may not do it the way that I do it, but you do it the way that you're comfortable doing it and it is pleasing unto you. So at least I am not where I was like 5 months ago, or 5 minutes ago, or 5 years ago. You are evolving, you are growing and developing. So that is good, and it's good to be proud of yourself too. And there are so many other things that you can do and feel that way. You still feel good about yourself. Can you imagine how other person feel about you in that moment? And when we talk about, I want you to make me proud. I want you to be a good citizen and all, just like earth in God. We're working for the kingdom of God. And when we mess up, we feel so bad to say, oh, you're shame because you do something that is not pleasing unto God. Sometimes also when we mess up with parents, we feel so low and it's a disappointment to them. But it's not for you to just live in that moment, but just to try and to prove yourself as you grow and develop. So yeah, I appreciate that, and I am happy that you can see for yourself. It's good to give a man fish, but it's better to teach them to fish. Okay? You can read between that. I am making barbecue. Ah! You hear that, VC? I am making barbecue chicken with mixed vegetable and rice. Okay. I a proud one. My cheek, my smile gone so. Wow. So, yes. Look at that. So VC, we can just let him have him way when that time comes. And for him can't ever say, we can't do this now, we can't do that and all of that. We just ensure that we have the right resources for him to do the work. Nothing, just get the ingredients and I am a chef it up. Yeah. And that I love this. I love this for you and I love it even better for me. Oh gosh. Yes, and I'm sure Papa and Mama, they will love this. They are going to love this man, especially Mama. But Mama is going to be behind you, when you say you're going to do something, best believe that she's going to be in the kitchen behind you, telling you, no man, I say, don't, let me show you how to do this. This is what to do. But, as we say, everybody going to do things differently. But the thing is that you have it in your head, nobody can take that away from you. You have it in your head, you know exactly what you're about, and you know how to navigate. So that is it. People gonna, do their thing differently, but once it is pleasing unto you, that's what matters. Yeah, she gonna tell you. Yes, yes. All in your head now, I say, oh my gosh. But I did it this way already. But I just say, just have to understand the script says so they stay. And they're doing it because they want to be involved. Nothing is wrong in getting them involved. Just let them have their little way. But I'm sure they will be so proud of you. So proud of you. See how proud moment feel. Wow, this is a wow moment. And the beautiful thing is that you're enjoying it too. And I just want to add that what you're doing now is a lot of person's dream. You made it a reality. And that is something you should keep at the front of your head. That it's not a dream for you, it's a reality. And you did it at this stage. And can you imagine what else you can do once you just go out? Just swim, just dive and go out without fear. We can do this even though when you don't know, say you can do it. But the confidence that you have, you can do just about anything in this life. Yeah? So just wing it, my dear. I'm super proud of you. Yes, because no people can't even make tea. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And to know that you can cook a meal to save a life. You can cook a meal to save money. Because a lot of persons are just out there eating out, and if fast food should lock down now, a lot of people are dead because they don't know what to do. They don't know, absolutely don't know. So that is something, as we say, keep it at the front of your head. You can do you're doing so much better than so many others. Yeah. I had that conversation sometimes and I find it hard to believe, but I personally went through it in, knowing that there are persons out there who can't do anything. And I was appalled at that moment to say, really? You don't know how to cut the pumpkin and the Irish? And the person was like, oh my gosh, she don't know, she really didn't know. But then I have to catch back myself and not expressing it so much, bluntly, because everybody upbringing is different. So maybe she was not nurtured that way. And as we said, the best teaching is you doing it on your own. So you're in a household and every time it's just somebody doing it. Someone cook your dinner for you, someone wash the dishes, someone, even though they're telling you or you may have an idea, but doing it on your own, some things you just have to do on your own. It's not going to be the same. Just hearing it. And trying not to let the chicken burn. Okay. Right, so you just have to monitor it. Try not to let, yes, so you just have to monitor it. You just have to monitor it. You know what to do. Just monitor it. Yeah. And the thing that I saw him doing too is YouTube. So when he is not so clear about what to do, no. Never, no, never that. What that? You're never gonna burn? You're never gonna burn it? So yeah, there are a lot of things that you can, do. If you want to do, I mean, strongly believe in that. Whatever you want to do, you can do it. Yeah, once you put your mind to it, you can do it. Just do it. And sometimes there are some situations, some dire situations that cause you to come out of your comfort zone, because before you'll be saying that, oh, I don't have this, I don't have that. But put me in this situation. Me may say me can't swim, but drop me off and say if you save my life, me I go swim. I am going to swim. So sometimes some situations, even though they may not look so prosperous, but we can find something rewarding from it. Something positive. Yeah. Yeah, man. Me say, VC, you see this fellow? He would be here, talking to me. Okay, mommy, I'm going to cook this and ask me some questions and stuff. You see, when the meal done, when it drop and everything nice, me I expect him to say, boy, mama, me finish cooking and the food tastes good, or whatever. You see, when he talk me out and get juice me out and everything, that's it. I don't hear nothing else about the meal unless me say, how was it? And he say, good. I'm like, I was expecting you to share that good moment with me too. It done and it nice and all of that. You carry me through the process from beginning to end. And when it done, they just drop me off and I make me see it. I at least want to see it. To him, sometimes he must say, it's not a big deal to take pictures and all of that. Just men are just wired differently. And I'm learning that. Some things that are important to us now or whatever to them. And I'm learning that too from him. So while me would have done and I say, yes, the food nice and all of that, him now come back and tell me nothing unless me ask him. Nothing at all. I can explain. You can explain? Okay. You can explain, alright. Oh, it's golden brown here today. It's golden brown. My gosh. Alu can cook a bat. Alu can cook a bat. Right. One moment. Explain. I'm waiting on you to explain. Explain to me, sir. Let's take mine. I'm waiting on you to explain. And you know, for them style, gone are the days when such man style was just to get up and make some conflicts. You know, and that's it. That's a wrap. But me know say such man come out of that zone they know and conflicts in I'm league. Yeah? So yeah, big up yourself. Big up yourself. Now wait for you to explain. No conflicts around here. No ramen noodle around here. No sausage and egg around here. It's a big deal. A big deal. Barbecue chicken to my thing. Stew chicken and curry chicken to my thing. When you talk about stew peas and rice to my thing. Yeah, when you talk about steamed fish and rice and food to my thing. Man, just a whop it. I can't butter. Anyways, that's good. That's good. Nobody can fool you to your thing, yeah? Yeah. It's nice. No more small thing to your thing. That's when I just level up. It's a beautiful thing to grow, you know. Because some people can't understand. When I'm not upon their level, I say, when I'm upon the level, there is a song that goes like that. You can't understand. I mean, don't take no offense to that. Because everybody upon different level. Where you there, me did it too. I mean, I don't want to go back this so. So even like with Mr. BMX now, you know the past certain level, when him their little clique I talk about certain things, him probably go say, "Chow, that's a small phrase to me." Him want to talk with the bigger heads now to hear about how am I going to do some different type of cuisine and them something there, you know, to add to his category. And all of that, so we can understand when and don't take any offense to it. When people upon their journey and they say, me not dep on your level, just understand that, you know, they are growing and developing and soaring to greater heights. You just have to inspect yourself and know how to come out of that level, or if you want to settle with that level that you're on, fine. And it's the same thing with your weight loss today. One of my friends messaged me and said, "Why? You know what? I have some very hilarious people around me." And he was saying, "Why, Casey? I saw you slim." No, sir. Oh, wait, I mean, say, "Oh my gosh." Like, when you're slim, people think, say, your figure are going to go away. But man say, no. I mean, you take a journey. And the process is not always easy, but you know the result that you're looking for and you're going to be disciplined in it. And as we can say now, I'm not depend at the level there. I'm not sit down and drink and eat my way out. Eating unhealthy is not a thing for me anymore. Gone were the days when I feel like, you know, I can treat myself to a burger or KFC and I feel nice. You know, especially when I go foreign and I look out for me Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A can't pass me. Oh, man, them the thing they don't fancy me anymore. Like, come on. I'm not there anymore. So don't think that, you know, I'm going to get excited about those things. So it's the same thing with BMX. BMX, yeah, you're not gonna get excited. You're on the whoa, BC here, that is on my level. Well, we can do a thing. It's such a nice thing though. Hi Julia. Hi my darling, how is it going? I wasn't expecting you to come on. No way no. Because I know that you're having your moment. But thank you my darling for stopping by. Thank you for, you know, tuning in. I will let you on. Yes, VC, you have to do that. Let him know. No, let you all know. Let him know. He said that he's on my level. He's on my level. That's the same thing that TC wanted, you know, to come on my level. But I don't know if, TC I kind of come up to my level. But nothing is wrong, I love to see growth and I love to see them, development there. I love that, they want to do greatness and look at you as an inspiration to get up there, yeah? More reach KC level, more do the thing the way I don't know. So yeah, if you don't want to come up to my level, yeah, I accept it. And even if you want to pass my level, that would be good to see you pass my level to, Yeah, that would be good. Yeah, I know say I test a long time. But no say you are just a tester, my dear. Um, she she got to exactly. Exactly. But yeah, it's a beautiful thing. I don't know how people bad mind success are taught down people, when they're trying. Everybody go through the process and I think it's a good thing to see people growing, people growth and development. They shouldn't feel bad about somebody, passing you or, accomplishing certain things. It should be a joy to you. Come on, why are you going to badmind the person or talk down the person? You know them really? Build them up, man. Build them up, motivate them. Them feel like, they want to go higher heights. Can't have people in a vacuum all the days of your life. Not because you never do it the way they or never have it the way they means that you're supposed to go through your journey. No. No, allow people to grow, allow them to develop. And I realize that sometimes it's hard to say, but me I go speak how me feel at all times. I try to be as respectful as possible. But I do believe that some parents are jealous of their kids. That's just the honest truth. Some parents out there, of whatever reason, they have jealousy against their kids. Only them and God can sort that out, but it's just the sad reality. You can never do nothing right in their eyes. And sometimes you wonder to yourself, what is it? What's happening? You can never do anything without, a backlash. I just analyze that sometimes it's just jealousy. That is it. And you just have to exercise grace. As I said, Terry was saying, that grace. Sometimes you don't like the person, say like mommy or daddy don't like me. Because if they didn't like me, you would not have done certain things to me. But then you have to say to yourself that, yeah, I understand, I get that, that's the reality. I'm going to exercise grace. I may not want to be around you in your presence, but I can love you from afar and I accept the reality that you don't like me. Plain. Yeah. You don't like me. And just as how, I would have learned from past or other, person's experience through my observation that the life that you would have experienced from your parents, some persons they try to be the opposite, while some persons mimic what happened. That's the only way they know to show love and to do things. So you just have to exercise grace. Like it's weird for me to really sit down and to look at it and say, really you don't do that? But then I realize that the stem, the generation, somebody have to come out to break that cycle. You can't have everybody just being at the same thing. Somebody has to come out to break it. So yeah, I will forever yes, it's true. I want my kids to be better than period. Yeah, I think so. So BMX, we're talking about BMX, the person here. BMX Julia is my son, and he is on his cuisine journey. So he's cooking, learning to cook a variety of meals and all. When he was with me for the past couple weeks, yes, he was not able to do what he's doing now. So he is away doing a lot of stuff and sharing them and making other persons like me not even tasting it and hearing about it, it gives me so much joy. Just compared to his dad coming in and having a cooked meal and can sit down, probably feels look like a proud Christian now. Sit down and say, boy, where you a chef up? And he can know say in coming, at least when he's not there, he's going to remember or miss that about the house. Knowing that, at this time at least such and such would have cooked a meal and he doesn't have to go home and think about cooking something. So those little things I was just sharing that proud of them, you encourage them, motivate them to do what they're doing. They may fall sometimes, but just exercise grace. Some people don't get no form of love or encouragement from their parents. Them, doing something simple as this and then make up their face. And I say if you do. You don't know, say I don't say if you do. I don't know if I saw you look about brown stew chicken. Them a complain and question out and then I say, yeah, you try your best. But next time just put a little more carrot and Irish or a little more seasoning or something in it. So let us do it again the next time and see how it will taste, But no. And sometimes when you see the kids they make certain decisions and things happen to them, one day I say, after that they pick the turn on whatever you start, you don't know what the child got through. But it's just it. Yes, encouragement means yes indeed. Yes. And some persons like childhood trauma, they may grow to see certain things. As we say, there are persons you look to emulate your parents for the most part, or your guardian. And sometimes you would have when you live and go through what they would have gone through, becoming an adult, you don't want certain things for your life. Like the least little thing that you see looks similar to the line there, is that shift stuff. Because I was saying, no, this is what I saw then with mommy and daddy, and this was the result, so I am staying far from it. But I realized too that sometimes some things that look similar may not be the outcome of what you would have experienced. Yeah, it may not. Some people may come, just simple, this is a simple example. Some people may come to say, how are you, just to start a sentence or to get into a conversation. And you may find it like useless. Why are you asking me that? How am I? Why you ask me how am I? But genuinely, sometimes the how are you is from a good place. But because you say every time mommy and daddy ever meet how are you, and then it leads into something else and then it's something negative, you kind of differ from that statement. You don't want nobody to ask you how you do. But I mean, there are so many things, traumatic things that happen to a person's childhood that affect their adulthood. And you have to understand, as I was saying that, just going on Terry's live, it would have encouraged me to come on my live, because sometimes you really was saying, which is so true, sometimes people may see you and think that you're okay because you don't want to burden anyone, but everyone is going through something. You just have to be honest with yourself, and there's always one person, or you can always go to lay it out. I may not trust BC to tell her everything. I may not trust BMX to tell him everything. I may not trust my mother or my father to tell everything, because sometimes really you think say they don't understand, and sometimes I pride too. You can't disclose certain things because they feel so low about it. Why would I be thinking about that? But just remember that there's a seat belt around you, a life seat belt around you that you can put your trust in. And I took that message and it get me in the groove. There is always, remember your life, your seatbelt. and that's the Lord. All your trust, all your fears, whatever you're going through, just put on the seatbelt, secure yourself, because He is there to protect you. Yeah, period. Um, Hi, Auntie Trish. How are you? Thank you so much for stopping by, my dear. Thank you, thank you, thank you. How are you doing? I'm just, having a little conversation, the usual. Did my little tea time and all. But I said that I'm going to be here for the next 15 minutes, just getting back the hours. I am doing well. What is interesting, BMX? What is so interesting? What are you talking about? Um, yeah, because the reality is too. I know that there are a lot of things you may not tell me, BMX, but you confide in other persons to talk to them. And when we find out about things, you probably feel so low about it because you don't think it should be necessary, or it is going to be pleasing to my eyes or my ears. So you go to who you feel comfortable talking to. But the point is that no care what the situation is, there is all good or bad, the Lord is always there to listen to you, to protect, to guide, to encourage you along the way. And His word is never, you can never go back on His word. So all the promises, all many promises, a lot of promises in the Bible for us, and that we should live by. But sometimes when we are going through a situation, we don't remember nothing about the promise. We just want to go through. Just so the things here, as some hear it, as some understand it, me comprehend, you comprehend, and that me I go do. Yeah? You say so, and I so you mean. But sometimes it may not. It's just good to digest and allow time to surpass certain things. You can't just be too hasty to just jump on to make decisions, and always know that the Lord understands. So some you may be there thinking, you think about nothing. If you say you surrender it all to the Lord, why you worry yourself about it for? Why? Why are you worrying? I'm sure, as I was saying, the seatbelt situation. We go in the vehicle, we protect ourselves by putting on our seatbelt. This is what I learned and what encouraged me earlier from Terry Creates. He was talking about some stuff, and I was sharing that, my mood with him. And it just dawned on me now that when he said to put on your seatbelt, it was never a cool, and I get to understand a different side of Terry. That Terry is a man of faith. You can listen, you hear him going with the antics and all of that, but that man is a man of great words. Yes, wisdom. So, and then again, it's not for me to judge anyone. You can have, see people, hear people, and have a little, put a little thing, sum up a little thing about the person. But you see people in different lights, like different moments. Like, I may be in a jovial moment, I'm going with my thing, but then there is another side where, I'm serious, and I can do my thing in a different way. So, seeing him and him talking is like he was having a ceremony. And just to add to that, he was saying that gone are the days as a man, it wasn't a cool thing to serve the Lord, because they said, "Oh, we're going to sit down and pray," and all of that. But him growing and developing, him realize and understand now the goodness of serving the Lord. And he compared it with, going in the vehicle as a young child. He said, "Fufu, every minute if you come in and put on a seatbelt, it was never a cool thing to do then. You only put on a seatbelt when you notice that a police is close by, or said that's a police stop, and then after you pass there, then you're gone." It's just like what we're doing. Sometimes we're forced to go to church because of our parents or whoever we're living with. And then as you come out of the church suit, you're going back to your normal, how you were. So I'm saying that when he growing and developing, You realize that there's worth in wearing your seatbelt, and there's greater worth in serving the Lord. Prayer works, and God is his seatbelt. Like anytime, and not only that, he can, I'm adding to say that you understanding the importance of wearing your seatbelt, you understand the importance of encouraging someone else to wear their seatbelt. And for persons taking your car, you know that everyone should wear their seatbelt. How beautiful that was. And it's just the same, like you going out, speaking about safety, you're going to speak about the Lord, the importance of serving the Lord. So it was just a, a beautiful session there, getting to understand a little more about him, you know, and he would have encouraged, because he might say, you know, seminar, but there are a lot of things happening in my life now, a lot of trauma with family and stuff. I mean, I say, my little full emotion, every minute you're emotional and whatever. You may be thinking that it's the worst thing happening to you, why are you feeling this way, da da da. But then get up, because there are so many persons out there who would love to come into your world and get your little problem. You know? There are so many persons going through way worse than you. You just have the things them pile up in your head and make the best, and that's what the devil wants. Like sometimes like hearing him, I have to get up and start pray. Because me I say literally pray. When I get off the live, I just started praying, worshiping, because it would have been the works of the Lord for me to be scrolling. Because usually me not go on YouTube and I scroll and I saw Terry. And only if you know it's the Terry. Because in my head, me say, me not come on the live, you know, because me just not in the mood. And Terry was there talking, and I said, Terry, just come off with the spirit. And I said, how is it that Mr. Funny alive? And why is it that he's talking to me? So I had to tell him that, you know, I'm not feeling so well, I'm feeling a little bit low. And he just expressed himself to say that I am having a terrible time in the family and all of that too. But you couldn't have looked at him and to say, to observe that. And he then started to, you know, speak about the word of God, which is good. So I learned something about what he is going through, and so that I can pray for him. And he would have learned something about me, and he can pray for me. And also to understand that, you know, having God as my seatbelt. So beautiful. And I was also, I took it not for granted that my voice makes a difference. You know the song, his voice makes a difference, you know that song. And the Lord speaks through all of us, because it's the voice of him that would have helped me. And I know that there are a lot of persons, yeah, you may admit or not admit, but some persons I would have seen on my comments, when they hear my content, it makes a difference to them. So I don't take it for granted. And I speak, I said, I don't know who I'm helping, but my voice will make a difference. Yeah. Period. It will make a difference. I don't tell you everything. Yeah, I know saying I tell me everything. I know that. And I don't mind. I understand. I understand. But you can tell the Lord everything. Every single thing you can tell him. You don't have to tell me everything. You can't stay on. But really, yes, my dear, no problem. You have a lovely evening. Enjoy to the fullest. And I wishing you many, many more happy ones to come. Alright? It's the same thing I did. I really watched your live, the section that I left off. I went back and I watched it. Alright. Terry is really, yes, he is. I learned that about him today. I learned that I don't like wearing seatbelts, but I wear them and been wearing them for years because I don't want to pay for a ticket. Okay, see, you feeling the same way. Like a lot of persons are not so comfortable wearing the seatbelt. Similarly, a lot of persons are not comfortable to go out and speak the word of God because it's not a cool thing to do per se in our society. But it's right, it is worth it to So wear your seatbelt, and it is worth it to encourage someone, to speak about the Lord to someone. Yeah, who teaching you this? Ah, no, I'm getting it. Thank you, Auntie Trish. Yes, thank you, thank you. I was telling Lucy that I'm getting used to the color, yeah. But yeah, big up my hairstylist, the one and only VC. I don't know, yeah. Yes, we can tell God everything. Yes, indeed. Yes, definitely. Definitely. And you now got hear it back. You know, sometimes I tell some people something and I say, oh my. And people tend to do this often. So when you and them talk good, a nicest thing you know, but when you and them vex, that's how the thing that come to your head that oh my gosh, this a person I know this about me, I wonder if I'm gonna do this, wonder if I'm gonna say this. You know, all those things you're thinking about, the trust and confidence that you put in the person, if it will remain. But sometimes it does not. People love expose people nowadays and all. So I guess most of us, well for me, I lean on to God. And that is it. You're not supposed to be worried about your life because what you do should be pleasing even if you are not seen. That's another thing, the integrity. So nobody can come out and say me thief or you know. Usually they say can't come scandal me. But I mean to each his own. You're beautiful and feeling yourself funny. Yes, 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 my dear. I am trying. I'm trying. I'm trying. And the next thing is to get out of your comfort zone. Because you're not going to know. Like I had a very interesting conversation. And in my head, I understand the conversation. But then again, it's in alignment to this. How are you going to know something if you don't give it a try? Or sometimes we think about our life in a certain way in our purview, but it's not of the Lord. So I would have aligned my life, word speaking now. So I would have aligned my life that okay, finish school, go back to college, get married, have a child. As somebody did say, get married, work, have a child. That not go nowhere. Instead, me go the opposite. As I me go anti-clockwise. So sometimes life works out. Like I'm not worse off. I would have done most of the stuff there that I said. You go back to school, that's a perfect life. You go to school, you finish, you go college, finish. When you come out, say, probably you'll be attracted to someone or someone is attracted to you, get married when you start, place or, whatever. Then, the ideal thing is to start a family and to work and, just live. But, girl, that may not be that was not my reality. But, and I don't feel any way about it. At first, I want to say that, you feel a little bit discouraged to know that, you have to be doing everything on your own and it sometimes feel like a failure and all. But then when I looked on life, like growing up and becoming more mature, I am very proud of myself. I am proud of myself and now I I feel I have no compromising with, accepting mediocre because I know that whatever you put your mind to, no matter how young you be or how old you be, whatever you put your mind to, you can accomplish it. Anything in life that you want, you can accomplish it. There should be nothing hindering you to say, oh, I don't have this, I don't have that, I don't have this. Your name out because I know it. I went through it. I never have this, me never have that, me never have this, me never have that. But me still go through it because what? I know that it is possible. I knew that from a long time that, I am not in control of my life. Everything is possible through Christ who strengthens me. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And what I understand too is that the process may look hard and, um, you know, impossible, but it just take a try. So once you make a start, best believe that he will help you to finish. When me start, I was so young, I never know how to take care of a child. I was just, I wasn't aware. At that time, I should be, as society would have it, having fun and enjoying my young adult or whatever you call it, going out there, just finding myself. But I wasn't finding myself, I was finding responsibility. And I had to do it. I never know one thing, and I like to me get no education or anything. But God strengthens me, and I did it. And as me say, I have quality. The friends them on my hand are like this. Quality over quantity. So the little friend that I have, big up her anywhere she does, she know how much she motivate me. And people that have to have no variety of things like vanity for my motivation. I'm motivated by their heart, their way of life, their character. So nobody thinks they may talk about people because of their accomplishments with vanity. That does nothing to me. I am more in tune with people of good, genuine heart. So yeah, in my journey I have good people along the way. Not much, but good quality people along the way. And see, I have surpassed all of them. All of them. Sitting here and talking to you, I can talk to you about so many things. And I am just proud of myself. I am just proud of myself. And to look at it, and that's the next thing to, to give yourself grace, because sometimes, as I'm saying, that you may compare your life in stating that, yeah, this is how I plan my life to be, and it didn't go that way. Or you can say, oh, at that age, at 21, you should be going out and having fun and all of that. Another person is saying that, what kind of life that and all. They would not, a 21-year-old would not be doing what you're doing at that time. Their life is completely different. And for you to stand up and take charge of it and just run and to go back to build yourself, I didn't just stop in the gap to say that, oh, I did this and I'm going to get a setback. My setback was for a greater comeback. So it's not that I am, feeling sorry for the moment. But once the moment come, I may just have to go on through the moment. So I don't know pity party. I never have no pity, and I feel to have pity party. I don't want to have no pity party and no excuse with nobody, because I know that once there is a will, there is a way. And the Lord bless me with this, my brain, and with here, so good heart. Knowledge, wisdom, and understanding is all that I pray for. And as I say, I was so oblivious of everything. So oblivious, so oblivious. A lot of people is scared, gone to bed when me alone in a hospital. All I think about when I look at the time is to know that, yeah, at this time the church bus is going to pass. That me I think about church, and it was just, and even to go through the process of labor, when say happy, push, and I'm like, oh my gosh, you feel a little bit cute about it, to expose yourself to so many persons. But glory be to God, He had, took me through and nourished me, and I am blooming, and I'm happy, blessed, and highly favored. So I hope that I would have encouraged someone tonight. Yeah, I gone over it. I thank you so much for stopping by and, keeping my company. As I said, words are power. So be careful what you say to others and how you say it. Sometimes it's not what you say, but how you say it. Alright? So I guess I will end the live at this moment. So thank you for your love and support. And as you go through this week, please remember to inspire someone. Alright? Bye.